the SLO City Together Podcast. This is Jordan.
Jordan's back.
Yep.
And Luke.
Hi.
And Weekend at Bernie's, where we just prop him up with sunglasses in the corner.
I'm sorry. I'll try and take them off.
No, it's cool when you wear
You do
them.
what you need to. It is kind of cool.
Brent is unwell, but only maybe in his mind.
Maybe in my mind.
We don't know. We haven't figured it out yet. But
we haven't. Let's see if that food helped.
Okay. Did you finish it? Wow.
Quick.
Good work.
It's a quick breakfast burrito before the podcast.
Seven Sisters?
No.
I haven't been there since the new ownership.
The Kreuzberg.
Yeah.
The Kreuzberg
okay.
down the hill. They have a good one. They've got like some tater tots.
I had it for the first time yesterday.
Yeah.
In fact. Yeah.
Weird.
Weird,
Does Seven Sisters feel like Lucy's, old Lucy's?
No.
It feels
like
different?
Coastal Peaks,
Yeah.
What's different about it?
Everything.
but wider,
Does it look different
brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look different.
than
It's-
Lucy's?
Yeah.
Lucy's had that like Hawaiian,
No.
like subtle Hawaiian vibe.
Hawaiian.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think
Like
was
the
their-
Monstera plant vibe.
Yeah, well, even just like their branding of the sign.
True. A
A
little bit of like retro.
That's retro.
Hawaii.
I don't
Okay.
know
Retro.
if it was Hawaiian.
Well, I'm pretty sure that someone
Really?
told me that's like what they were going
Oh.
for. I was
Okay.
not. I didn't even notice it till they said it. So
Oh.
it's not my
He
opinion.
didn't even notice it. Yeah.
Don't
He
look
just
at me,
totally
man.
recused himself from
Yeah.
Okay.
And Seven Sisters has a more
Just like neutral.
neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neutral
I would
kind
like
of
for you to
palette.
tell them it's neutral.
Yeah.
I think they're going for neutral.
They
Neutral's
are.
kind of in.
It's like kind of earthy,
I like neutral.
yeah.
some earthy
Okay.
pictures
They now have a like a steel shelving unit as soon as you walk in, similar to what you would find in Coastal
at
Peaks.
Coastal Peaks
'Cause it's
with
the
like
same
their
ownership,
stuff
so-
on it, and yeah,
Yeah.
Then
it's not bad.
It's not. I think it's warmer in
It
there
is
than-
warmer.
than Lucy's. No offense, Lucy's, if you're
Really?
listening.
Yeah.
I went to the new Lucy's 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I have been there.
You have?
I have. Yeah, we went there a couple weeks ago.
Do you
We
think
did.
that location's going to... Is it going to make it?
know.
The
I
parking is
reserve.
not
no
great.
parking.
I do not want to. I don't have a right to share my
Yeah.
opinion about whether it.
What gives you the right?
Yeah.
So
It's
we're
just
here.
it's a challenging location.
Yeah, we're here.
That's all I'm saying.
It is.
Yeah, but Jordan drove me down to get a breakfast burrito this morning.
That's really kind.
Went to sleep last night with a headache, and I woke up feeling like the after headache feelings.
Yeah.
When you go to sleep with a headache, you expect to wake up without it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like,
That's
why
really hard to wake up and be like, what? It's
Yeah.
still here?
Yeah.
That's bad.
So
Yeah.
sorry. It's okay.
We're all sorry.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Well, speaking of parking, I think we
Parking.
just need to get into it.
Who-
I mean,
Okay,
Who
what
was-
do you want to get into?
well,
Is there any resolution?
We were promised an update.
Oh.
He didn't do anything.
A
This
week
is-
later.
He didn't
This
do
isn't going to be
anything.
interesting, guys.
You
I'm
haven't taken
sorry.
any steps.
So here's what I did.
Okay.
I feel as though through the data available to me, I have confirmed that it is just ignorance. That there are young girls going about life and they don't realize that they were inconveniencing someone. Because I let other neighbors park in the spot. They didn't ever box them in
So
front
closely.
and back.
Yes.
But they did. I mean, they were touching bumpers
Yeah.
on one side. So it's like I think it is just they're doing what they got to do
Yeah.
to park close to their house.
Do you think they have
So-
somebody out of the car watching the bumper?
That's
when
a great
they're
question.
parking?
I
I
don't
think you would have to.
I don't
You
think
don't
so.
think
I don't think so. So, it's all kind of just, it went, I will tell you, I'm a little ashamed of myself. I have twice since we talked last, the spot has been open,
And you haven't parked there.
and I've been like, I
I'm not
can't
doing-
afford to be late tomorrow.
You know what you should do? You
So
should
then
just-
I park at the park.
You should park in the front part where they park
Just
in
go
front of
ahead
their
and-
cars.
Just go ahead
Just
and
block
block
a
them
car.
So,
Fuck the driveway.
That was maybe one of the best starts to the SLO City Together podcast. Last episode, not this one. This one's kind of dragging,
well, I'm immensely proud of that.
and it was really good.
I got a lot of feedback.
Did you?
About it? Positive,
Who?
mainly.
How much feedback did you get?
Well,
What's a lot?
My mom texted me,
Oh,
but
no.
that's not unusual. She often texts me about the podcast.
I don't want to know what she thinks.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she's on your side with the whole Luke v. Jordan debacle.
Which, by the way, Luke is preaching again this coming Sunday.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I remember the last time.
What does that have to do with it?
Well,
Genuinely.
last time you preached, we didn't think you would do a good job, and you did a great job.
Is that We did podcast
Technically,
last
that was 2 times ago. That
Was
the-
it?
Yeah, it was the first time.
We did not think it would be the case.
Yeah.
That was a good one, too.
That was a good one. Luke did such a great
Oh,
job.
everybody loves Luke. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I will just to pick a fight with a podcast listener.
Oh.
2 things. Number 1, I think the thing that hurt the most after last week was when Jim Hay compared us to Seinfeld and said that I was George, and I thought no, and then I listened and I thought, oh no.
Do you know what's awesome?
I'm undeniably George, and that really, really took it out of me. But I disagree. I think you're Jerry, Luke.
Yeah. Okay.
Brent's closer to Kramer.
You
You're no
think?
Kramer.
I don't know
You're
the show
no
well
Kramer.
enough.
You might be a lane above Kramer. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Or Newman.
We did know. Luke came in. He goes last week. He goes, I think it's awesome that Jim compared Jordan to George.
Costanza.
Yeah.
I read it and I was like, oh, what? And I was like, wait. Wait. I am. Terrible.
Well, part of it is he's got your mic turned up louder than everybody else's.
I dominate in volume.
Why can't we? What's the quality control
Oh my gosh.
of
Very
the?
Here we go.
It's very
Let's
little.
just get the criticism out.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna
All
need
I-
the criticism
all I do
because
is
you're
set
gonna
up
get
and tear
puffed up
down.
I know,
so
you're
much
gonna
this
be-
Sunday. Everybody's gonna be like, "Man, Luke's coming for your job. I heard it all.
Yeah, that's what they always
You better
say.
watch out. Luke wants to preach every Sunday."
I
you?
really don't.
Yeah.
I can't stress enough. I have no desire to preach every Sunday, but I'm happy to do it this weekend.
I'm
so,
happy that you're happy to do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be? What do you want to say?
It's private.
Undisclosed location.
Okay.
Ventura, California.
Oh, you're going
I'm preaching at Mission.
Very cool.
I'm preaching on a passage, Matthew chapter 5, 33 through 37, which reads, "Don't swear an oath, but let your yes be yes and your no be no." Tease that one out.
Yeah.
So that's
Tease
what
it
I'm
out.
doing.
30 minutes of content
30 minutes.
right there.
I'd say 36, 37.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Minutes? No, I'm shorter.
Really?
Yeah.
There?
There.
Yeah.
You have to be. They they have a hook that they drag you out the stage with.
You have to fight them. If they can't catch you, you don't have to stop.
You know, Luke's not an intimidating guitar player next to you as he's trying to wrap you up, but they have intimidating.
Do they?
They just, it's kind of like the Oscars. Like the music just keeps getting louder
going.
and louder and louder.
I was
and you're
gonna
like,
ask, how can I become more intimidating as a guitar player? as an underscorer.
You know
just
how,
keep
like,
tuning. Just keep tuning without the pad. Bam, bam,
I
bam,
want you to
bam.
feel this.
Can you hear it back there?
No.
I
I don't want to put the pad up too early because I don't like having just a pad for too
Yeah,
long.
and then it's like, where's this coming from?
Yeah, so I try to split the difference. So
That's
I'm
good.
like
That's
watching his
good.
fingers. I'm like, okay, he's on the 4th of 6 strings. I'm gonna bring
Oh.
the pad up now.
Okay. I didn't know there was an art
There's
to
a
that.
s- There's an art.
I didn't
to
know you were in
there's an
charge
art
of the pad.
Oh yeah, there's an art to everything I do.
Huh.
He's not in
I'm
charge
only
of the
I'm
band.
only in charge of the pad when I run sound.
Yeah,
Okay.
in terms of the volume of it.
I have
Okay.
nothing to talk about. I'm just gonna put my cards on the table. I brought nothing this morning. I will admit I came preloaded with the parking story last week.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
I thought
that was really good.
I thought if there's any dead air quick, I'm getting in with the parking
You
story.
get it. You did it.
Yeah.
There's a
And-
lot of dead air though.
And you really monopolized that.
But now I'm feeling anxious because I don't have anything.
Well,
Let's sit in it for a minute.
yeah.
You want to do like a mindfulness, like a body
A
scan?
practice.
Yeah.
I probably need a body scan because my head is so weird feeling.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Not
No.
like a CT
No,
scan.
not like a medical body scan, like a mindfulness exercise.
Yeah.
where
Okay.
You start at your
It's
head.
a mental scan.
You become aware.
Would
of
you
any
guys scan me
sensations
really
you're
quickly
feeling.
medically?
Should we do a body scan? Because I've got a giant MRI machine out there.
Oh, it's portable.
I
It's a portable
brought-
MRI machine.
Yeah. I got it on Temu.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an MRI machine out in that warehouse somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
everything.
stuff back there.
Can I tell you about a strange piece of mail I got? And I'm curious if you got it as well. Because I know Jacob did.
Oh.
Why are you not curious if I got it?
Because you don't, like, people don't send you mail to
Oh.
here.
Oh.
To my knowledge.
They
I
might.
don't, maybe
Yeah.
they
What are
do.
you, the mail?
What'd you get?
Mail
I,
czar?
it's a piece of mail. I don't know where it's from. I open it up. I didn't read all of it, but basically it was like this call for pastors to be environmentally aware.
Mm.
But the application of it was primarily by committing to a plant-based diet.
Yeah. I'm years ahead of you on this one.
Yeah? Did you get this piece of mail?
When?
Monday or Tuesday.
To your house?
No, to
No.
SLO City.
I think they think I'm already on a plant-based
Yeah, like
diet.
that guy's
Yeah, they-
plant-based for sure.
They did a quick body scan.
Body scan.
He's mostly plant.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It could be a podcast listener, so I'd be careful.
Are
Well,
you
it
gonna
could
do
be.
it?
I'm not saying it was.
Are you opposed to plant-based
do-
diets?
I'm not
totally
opposed
do.
to. I
You
tried
totally
You
before.
don't like.
You're one of those guys.
What?
You would totally do plant-based.
I tried it once and I
Mushroom
couldn't do
coffee.
Oh.
it. I tried it once. I couldn't do it. So
For years, I asked Luke to drink coffee with me. No,
Is that true?
I don't drink coffee.
you asked
Yeah,
me to
and
drink
now he
coffee?
drinks coffee.
I only drink mushroom coffee and tea. I'm a big tea guy. I come back last week.
He's drinking coffee.
He's drinking
Yeah.
coffee.
What
I
made?
have, I have
what,
to.
I'm like,
got,
what?
what got you to it?
I just am way more tired.
Sadness.
Yeah, it's age.
Well, it does. I do like the perk that it gives. It, you know,
I don't
it-
notice a perk.
really.
No, I noticed a drag actually.
I notice the jitters if I drink too
It still
much.
gets me, you know, like it can't for some reason like just a homemade cup of coffee like in a coffee maker
Doesn't do
it's
it?
not as strong, not as powerful.
You're not
But
putting
if I
enough coffee
get a
in there.
cup of coffee,
Yeah.
Out?
yeah, from
Hmm.
Seven Sisters or Lucy's,
Hmm.
then yeah, I'm,
Is this a new thing this year?
no, I mean within the past.
Just since I quit.
primarily,
There's
yeah.
things that Luke does secretly that we find out about. You're like, how long? You've been drinking coffee for a year?
Not every day, but on a regular basis.
Why didn't
yeah.
you tell us this?
I don't know. It was something I needed to tell anyone.
You know, Jenna asked
He
me a
wants
question yesterday. She
something to
goes,
lord over
how's
us.
Luke's school going? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
think Luke's in school. no,
I
no,
definitely
you're
talk about
misremembering.
school.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
When?
I talked to Luke about school a little bit because
the-
I'm also in school.
The reason we talked about my not sleeping well, or maybe this was when I was talking with Brad, is because
Yeah,
I
it was
said
when
I
you were
was
talking
doing
with somebody
school till like 10 p.m.
Yeah, you
No,
didn't mention
you
that.
mentioned
I
that
couldn't
for a
wind- and I
minute,
couldn't
but we
wind down.
totally, I didn't listen to
Yeah,
that
we
part.
just glossed over
Well,
that.
that's it. Whose
Yeah.
fault is that?
You never talk about it in a way
Hold
that's
on.
interesting to me.
Hold on, you're in school?
Yeah, this is true.
How's school going, Luke?
It's going okay.
I don't want you to be a mystery.
It's going okay. I'm an open book.
Are
It's,
you embarrassed?
Open book.
Maybe you guys don't let me talk. Is that what it is? How's school going? So anyway, Luke, what do you think
Are you
about
embarrassed?
Are you embarrassed to
to talk about it?
no stop? Because I am too.
Uh-huh.
Are you embarrassed to share the name of your university?
No, I just know no one knows what it is.
Yeah.
What?
Although
You're
I did
embarrassed?
meet someone.
Jim Bob Jones University.
Keep
There was a
talking,
Bob
Luke.
Jones University. Right?
Yeah, no.
I did meet
a
someone
trail.
who who went to University of Cumberland's at a 6 p.m. service. Here.
No.
That's like
One
good
point, yeah.
university.
It's a good university.
It's
Well,
a good.
it's kind of a stupid name. In the same way, so I get embarrassed because mine's
Yeah.
called National University,
Yeah,
which
that
just sounds
sounds
like
fake.
I had to make it up on the spot. Like, where do you go? National University.
It's
It's so
University of
nondescript of
National.
the nation. So I've always felt a little insecure sharing with people the name. So I always go, it's an online program based out of San Diego. Oh, what
Yeah.
school? It's National University. Oh. A lot of teachers know it, though.
just
I guess
call
it's-
it
they have a credential
UNSD.
in you.
Yeah.
But that sounds
I
stupid
go to the
too.
UN.
I made Dean's List.
Oh,
I was pretty proud of myself. And they said, click here for the special reward.
was it like
And it was
it was like balloons?
10% off the National University apparel store. I'm like, oh, come on.
10%.
10%.
thought I was
You
gonna
can
get like
take
tuition reduction
yeah,
or something.
it's $4 off of this $40
Oh.
T-shirt.
It's like use code fall 2024. It's like oh anyone could have. This is open for
Dean's
anyone.
List. Yeah.
I-
Type in Dean's List.
Have you been embarrassed about your undergrad school?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, I tell people I'm less embarrassed when I say Cincinnati Bible College than
Why?
Cincinnati Christian University.
Why?
I don't know.
Too specific.
Bible College is more specific.
And seminary.
like that.
because you add the seminary.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I
I
misheard
prefer
that.
to say that, which was the
Okay.
name like months before I actually started there. Like
Yeah.
they changed it to Cincinnati Christian University right before I started.
I was the first graduating class of Christian University.
Oh, okay.
So I went to Cincinnati Bible College and Seminary.
Yeah.
And they changed a month before
yeah.
I graduated. So my
Wow.
diploma says, or whatever it is it a diploma?
I got a diploma.
Is that what it's called?
I believe so.
that's
For college
the
too?
word.
Yeah.
High school diploma? You're
Diploma. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh.
That's the word.
okay.
Yeah. Don't worry yourself any longer about it.
My brain.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm not so much embarrassed as they don't believe I graduated because
Because
there's
it
no
doesn't
trace of it
it doesn't
anywhere because the
Bro,
university closed.
I played soccer 3 years at Cincinnati Bible College and Seminary. They have no record of my playing there. They have no
that
record
doesn't
of
seem like as big of a deal
It's
as
to me it is because I'm like we went to nationals. I made it some
National
teams.
University?
I had some accolades that are like
some
you can't prove that. I feel like I'm like lying on not that I put that on a resume. I was
That's
first
how we
team.
got this
I was
job
first
here.
team all region NCCAA D2.
Hey, just keep adding letters.
Brent, why do you think you're
NCCCAA.
equipped for church planning? Well,
I
did play 3 years of soccer.
at the National Christian College Athletic Association Division II.
I saw, this is just one of my favorite memories of being at CCU
Yeah.
was the top parking lot that looked over that bottom parking lot that had like some sports fields where the
Mhm.
teams would practice.
Yeah, that's where I practiced.
I pulled into
You
a
guys know what
spot.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an overlook, and you see these fields kind of down below
It's
you.
basically a landfill.
And I pulled into a parking spot like 10 minutes early for class, and I watched the baseball team practice, and they were just tossing the ball back and forth. And I would venture to say less than 50% of their throws were caught by the other teammate. They just would like throw it way over their head or it'd hit the ground or they'd miss. I'm like,
Hey, don't
this is college
demean
athletics.
our
It's
athletics
wild.
teams.
It was wild.
Although when you were there, they added like a football team,
That was right after.
which is they were trying to save
And
the
that's
school.
what killed them.
They were trying to save the school by
So
adding
I've heard.
athletics.
Yeah.
So
Addition by subtraction.
It did not work.
I like this topic. What else embarrasses you?
Oh, everything. There's no limit to what embarrasses me.
I do feel a sense of insecurity when talking about school. That's probably why I don't talk about it a lot.
See,
So
Do you want to open up about that? Or
I can.
Would you like to keep that?
Why do you
private?
feel
that was
insecure
that was a
about it?
bid for connection.
Should we all guess why you feel insecure?
yes.
Or is that more offensive?
Let's
guess. That'd be
let's
fun.
let's
guess.
let's ostracize him for feeling
just
insecure.
assume.
Yeah,
Let's
make
say
fun of it.
all these really offensive things. It's because of your mustache.
No. That's
Okay.
not it.
Is it because
I think I know, but I don't want to say it.
No,
It's not true.
I don't know if it's partly
I'm sorry we're
insecurity,
laughing at
but
this.
no, it's okay.
I'm sorry, Lori. If you're listening to this, I'm really
She's
sorry.
gonna be so
She's
mad at
listening.
us?
Yeah,
We're
she's-
Hey,
Luke and I
it's
are very
Jordan.
good
It's not
friends.
Brent. I give Luke so much confidence.
Luke and I
so
are
as
very
I
good
was
friends.
saying.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's partly it's because I have to explain. I feel like I
Why
don't.
you're in school
I
now?
feel like
at
I have to explain.
35
yeah.
years old.
Yeah. Well,
You're
I
not
work
that old.
full time. I'm studying the thing that I currently do,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
and I'm 28 years old.
So it
And
feels
it's
like
just-
an admission that you're unequipped.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding.
I couldn't
I'm
tell if that was a
kidding.
joke. I couldn't tell if
Oh,
that was a joke or not.
I think you're very equipped.
Oh, thank you.
You're more equipped than I was. What was I doing?
Do you think there's a trend to go away from traditional college route?
People
More and more.
say that,
But I don't think.
but I don't think it practically is. I think
Yeah.
you still
Really?
Do you think college though is like a cultural thing
Yes.
Yeah.
that we just
absolutely.
we put on kids to say like you got to do this and because
Yeah.
like for you as an example like you've
Mhm.
been in ministry since you were 12 right
18.
a couple of years
Isn't it
ago
ballpark? Yeah, around.
and so like
Round
you've
up.
been in a position where you've been in the thing that you're doing for a long time. You've learned by
learn by
Exa-
doing.
Yeah.
doing. You've learned by mentors
Mhm.
who have their degrees,
Yeah.
and so you've
and
learned
that
by
comes with like I've taken like college level courses, like audited
Yes.
courses before.
You
went to
and
Canada.
other, yeah, I audited
how many?
theology. Well, just one, but I've done like I did a
We're not laughing at you. I don't know why.
well, no, Jordan is laughing at me. That's confirmed. I did do like a
He said
NT.
courses,
Well,
but you got him on it immediately.
if you let me
No,
finish.
just one. Yeah, just the one.
NT Wright has like online
A
courses that
podcast,
you can
yeah.
do. No, it's like you.
I'm sorry, I can't stop. I can't stop when I'm with you. I can't stop being mean.
George, calm down.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm really.
No, I'm
I
done.
really.
No, you have something to say. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm really
no,
sorry.
No, no, no.
Go
it's
ahead.
really
Luke, go
sorry.
ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
No, don't
I'm
be
all
done.
done. Yeah, I'm done.
No, don't be done.
I'm done. I'm done. Jordan, you clearly want to
No,
drive the
you
conversation.
audited
Go
a
ahead.
theology class and an NT Wright seminar.
So NT Wright has like online courses that you can do. They're not credited
Yes.
courses, but it's like you
Yeah.
go through one of his books. It includes talks and like even some quizzes and reflection kind of stuff. So it's like
Yes.
it's not an accredited course, but it is like a
But that's what I'm
academic
saying.
study.
We
So,
have created like, because there's so much of that. Like when I was in ministry, first of all, I went to Cincinnati Bible College and Seminary, and I kind of floated through half the classes. I
Yeah.
wish I could take them back.
Sure.
But then
Yeah.
afterwards, I'm in ministry and I'm like, oh man, I need to.
right.
And so Mark Moore, who's actually going to be here preaching on Revelation after Easter,
Mm-hmm.
put all of his Acts and his New Testament classes online. And
Oh,
so
cool.
Monday mornings I would come in and I would listen to an hour and a half long lecture, take notes, and we would talk about it as a team every Monday morning.
Yeah.
And that was honestly more formative for me
Yeah.
than some of the Bible college courses that I took.
I think that's true of many, many, many people. It's
Yeah.
like the experience you gain outside of the classroom.
Yeah.
You know, that's the advice.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway I got from
And so like
people.
even on our handbook, it's like for this role, you know, a bachelor's or a master's is suggested or whatever. But I'm like people have I'm even thinking about Keegan right now. Okay.
Mhm.
So Keegan has more ministry experience currently as a senior in high school than a lot of people really like
Yeah.
his church, like just even like what he's seen, what he's
Yeah.
walked through. And so I'm not telling, he desperately needs to learn how to like be studious and study and articulate and write papers and, you know,
Mhm.
form
Yeah.
his theology.
Right.
But like, I don't know. So I'm thinking about that from a lens of him. Like, what are the expectations that we are culturally putting on people to just like get the paper?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know.
I don't
I
think
think
it's
about some of the
helpful
most
in a lot of
successful
ways.
people I know
Yeah.
didn't go to college.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Didn't get a degree,
Mm-hmm.
Like LeBron.
but are very brilliant and succeeding in their field.
Yeah.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think there obviously for some careers there are like very practical. There's practical equipping and a training that happens. And I'm not saying ministry is not one of those, but like
Mhm.
I'm sure you're experiencing that, Jordan, with your studies. Is like you probably are learning a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
you're gonna need to know that
Yeah.
is not just like a natural thing or even something
Well,
that you
and you
necessarily
need-
like pick up along the way. Maybe you do in some sense. but
Yeah.
it
And
And
probably
you
is a
need
lot
it
of-
for like the legality of what
Yeah.
you want to do.
That's true.
Or
right?
Abby's doing nursing, you know, it's
Yeah.
like she's learning stuff that she's
How
has to
Right,
know that
yeah, I
she
guess
can't
that's where
just
I'm like-
learn, you know.
I guess I'm trying to decide in my mind, is there a divide between arts and sciences?
Yeah.
And I think my chosen field falls somewhere in between, which
This
makes
is-
it unique.
This is your chance to make fun of him.
Yeah. If you want
No,
to
I don't want to. I want
Oh,
I want
that
to hear
hurts
your,
more than
Bless
anything.
those
I
who
know.
curse you.
I know.
I wanna hear your
pray for
thoughts.
those
Those who
burning,
persecute
he's
you.
heaping burning coals on my head through his kindness.
I'm just glad it's not me. I didn't do it.
But yes, there's
I laughed though.
I think there are sciences where it's like you have to have the schooling.
Yeah.
Whereas I guess maybe I feel like in the arts, which is a broad
You do.
stroke, I don't know.
I think you do that. I mean, because do you feel like what you're learning right now is like sharpening you, helping you, or you're like, I'm doing
Some of
this
it,
for the degree?
I would say I'm primarily doing it for
Yeah.
the degree.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
some of it I'm learning and finding interesting, and some of it I'm like, this is very
but
it's
like,
kind
but
of
to
I've
your
applied this
to
already.
your earlier point that I was laughing through, I would argue, honestly,
Yeah.
that NT Wright, listening to an NT Wright podcast is more enriching than
Yeah.
a lot of lectures.
It was not a podcast.
It wasn't.
I know.
You jerk.
I'm distilling
I hear you.
down
Yeah.
my joke to
Yes.
truth, which is that I really
Trying to
like.
redeem
But
your-
that's
your
dangerous
joke.
too.
I really like his
Yeah.
podcast. I just feel like there are some.
I'm gonna counteract you.
Okay.
I'm gonna counteract.
Counter argument.
See, my brain is. You can see. You can hear it.
Turning. Poking me in this microphone.
I think though the schooling part is that you are also putting yourself under an authority that is vetting you and affirming your learning.
Mm-hmm.
So part of it is like the degree does say, I have been vetted by these group of scholars.
Yeah.
Because anybody can say, well, I listened to a podcast, so now I'm an expert. That's
Yeah.
the other side that I'm like, no, I don't think that's true.
Right.
Because
Yes.
it's like practice It's
Yeah.
doctrine and praxis.
Yeah, it's not just information.
And
right?
it's community.
The ability to
Sometimes.
apply it.
Is it community if you're like, I guess mine feels somewhat like a community because I
You
like
meet with a
Zooms.
supervisor every week.
Well, that's not school though.
It's
That's
part
for
of
my
it.
job.
It's part of
my
it.
job.
But it's part of your practicum and
Yes, it
internship,
is.
which is a
But-
part of your degree.
Yeah, it's part of the the training that
The
you
training,
receive through
yes.
the education.
Yes, I guess I am paying them to be allowed to work in the field. But I've Zoom with classmates, so I guess
it's
there's
not communal.
community. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But to be fair, I do like textbooks, and I've
Yes.
enjoyed reading from textbooks. But a lot of my professors assign work that is watching clips that they have found on YouTube,
Right.
watching
Yeah.
podcasts.
It's not even like those professors are creating content for you.
Right. And so I guess I'm splitting the difference between your point and
Yes.
mine, which
Yeah.
is yes, maybe there's value in somebody further down the line telling you which media things
Yeah.
are valuable.
Yeah.
Because I think if I just went out and
Yeah.
got on YouTube and typed in trauma therapy, okay, I could get some wacko
Yeah.
stuff. So there's value in somebody who's in the field going, ooh, I found this resource. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Watch this. So yeah, there's
think-
benefit. I'm not downplaying the benefit of school. I love school.
No,
Right,
I'm thinking
of
about it
course.
from the lens of the church, because sometimes, I'll talk to people who are like, well, how, what's the requirement to be a pastor? Because I think people want to know, is there accountability that you have put in the work and the study and the learning and been trained and equipped by a trusted entity person? So, and you can't just say, I can't just say well, Scott told me, Scott, I was with Scott for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's Scott?
Nobody cares anymore.
And Scott isn't accredited, and
Right.
Scott
Yeah.
doesn't have the credibility, And so I think that's where the benefit comes in of there's proven accountability, maybe, or proven. And now you can abuse that, and you can just.
Yeah, you
I mean, you can get a CBC degree
Yeah.
and put it on your wall and say, I've got a, whatever it's called and not be
And I think that honestly happens
a lot
in
every
more
field.
than people realize.
In every field.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yes. And so I think part of the interesting thing of my program is I do one class at a time, 1 month at a time. So I get a lot of really back to back experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell when a professor has phoned it in their
Oh,
education and gotten a piece of paper and are now teaching, and you're like, you don't have any business being here.
Huh.
There've been not many. One comes to mind that I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Mm.
They're just totally regurgitating stuff in an unhelpful way, and they can't answer questions from students. It's kind of wild. I would, if it wasn't so cost prohibitive, I think I would get my PhD
Really?
And teach.
and open up the possibility of teaching, because I
You
love to
need your
teach.
PhD to teach?
Yeah, I could be, I guess, maybe a part-time lecturer
Yeah.
locally with a master's, but it would be hard.
Is that what you want to do?
Teach?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Every Sunday?
No. No, I don't think so.
But it's just too expensive.
Do you have a desire to go beyond what you're getting with
That was my
Cumberland?
next question. Will you continue education?
Because people have asked me. I don't-
Oh, beyond education?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I don't, maybe this will change.
Yeah.
But I think where I'm at in life and what I'm experiencing with school is it is a very, it's time demanding.
Yeah.
It is. And it's financially demanding.
It's financially demanding, especially, I'm engaged, planning a wedding, planning
What?
a life, a
Hold
marriage
on.
together.
We didn't even know this.
You don't talk
You're
about
such a
school, and
secret.
you've never told us.
Yeah,
Your
I never
life.
told you, yeah. No, so it's like I have noticed since I started school, my quality of life has taken a hit in some ways.
Oh.
In some ways, school is adding some value and some quality to it, but yeah. So I don't know. It is hard to balance. I don't know that, and so just from that factor, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go through that again beyond what I'm experiencing.
That's what I said for a long time, and then I did it.
Yeah. So yeah, we never know.
Ironically,
Change.
I'm the only one in this conversation that's not in continued learning.
That's true.
My
Do you
wife
think
is
you would
also.
ever do it?
I have wanted to audit classes. I don't
Yeah.
need an extra letter by my name for my
You
own.
don't need to be Brimmer MDiv.
I would. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
need that. I don't want. I not need that. I just think personally, I come from the school of hard knocks.
You look down on people who get higher education.
I'm joking. No, I don't. I think I would love to audit classes. I love to learn.
Yeah.
I wish I could take some classes again that I walk through.
Did I say this
I
last
just think
week?
like in this season of my life, maybe when our kids are older, maybe. But I don't, I think it's good, but not for me.
Yeah.
Did I say this last week that I think my best educational experience has been Cuesta?
I don't think you said that.
You didn't.
I think my best
Maybe
educational
you
experience
did.
has been
We
Cuesta.
weren't listening.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really positive experience taking classes there before my master's program.
Yeah.
Ended up being unnecessary, but I'm glad I did it because it was really enriching, and I feel like that was the most like engaged I have felt in a classroom setting.
Because
It was really
you were
cool.
in person, which was
I
helpful.
was in person for half of it,
Yeah.
and the other half I was online. But yeah, it was really, really good, really good. So, and it's so cost. So I guess if you ever want to take a class,
Okay.
go to Cuesta.
I do think, like a community college, that kind of experience is undervalued in today's day and age.
Absolutely,
Or
it got such a bad rap. I think.
or even like trade school as well. I feel like
Oh
those
my
two
gosh.
have become
Yeah.
like kind of trampled
Little brother,
upon.
yeah.
And for not really.
Keegan's
good
in like
reason.
welding 4. I'm like, can you just get a job right after
Yeah.
that? Like you've taken 4 years of welding?
Yeah.
Like, like
Has
you
he
can,
really?
that's what he said. He's taking
That's what he said.
his.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Been doing
That's
the
what
past
he's
4
telling me.
years.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
His last semester is kind of funny. He's got like one serious class
it's
and the
all
rest.
electives.
He's in fashion 101 at SLO High for his last couple months as a high school
I have
student.
not noticed.
I
I'm
have.
just kidding,
He's
Keegan.
been at thrifty
Joke.
beaches every night.
He's buying.
buying up clothes
Yeah.
and reselling them.
Yeah.
Guys,
Well,
he's a
let's talk
fashionable
about
guy.
this.
I have 4 minutes.
We have
Yeah.
4 minutes, and Luke is preaching this Sunday.
which is exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna laugh at all, even if you make a joke. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
No,
laugh.
not laughing.
You excited?
Was that for me to jump into?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I just like completed the first draft of the manuscript yesterday. So
I read it.
Yeah.
Did you?
So I have to go back and refine things. So I'm at that.
What's a page number for you of a finished sermon?
Page number?
Because
5,
everybody writes differently.
5, 6,
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine were always a little longer than yours, but I think it's because I space different. Yours is such like a
Margins, yeah.
condensed block.
Yeah, everybody's really bothered by mine.
Yeah.
I do it the same way as you.
Thanks,
just
really? Just go.
paragraphs and
Yeah.
not really any spacing. So
I have no. Yeah, Luke is a good writer.
Yeah. He's an underrated writer.
Underrated writer.
thank you.
It's one of his gifts.
How did you develop that skill? Have you always been a good writer?
I don't know.
Lori?
Yeah, my mom is a good writer. That's something she's always enjoyed.
I was asking her.
I thought you were asking if that's
No.
that's how.
No. Chat in. Chat.
I
Put
yeah.
it in the chat, Lori.
I don't know. That's probably it. I do think. I mean, to credit University of Cumberland's college courses do help you develop
They do.
writing skills.
'Cause you
Yeah, but
have-
you were good before that
Mhm.
though, because you used to write those like
Yeah.
pieces for.
But I guess it has helped. It has helped refine and help
Okay.
grow that gift.
So Luke is a thoughtful dude.
Yeah.
He's like, I think you have a depth to you and how you teach too that it's really good. So
Well, thank you.
I'm excited for it. You guys arm wrestled, and
Yeah.
Luke won for the
Yeah.
weekend.
Well,
Yeah.
we could
That-
arm wrestle now. I
That
don't
wouldn't
know
happen.
who would win.
Yeah, I would.
You
not
might win. You're a strong person.
You
I'm
are a
not-
strong
I don't think
person.
I'm that
I'm
strong.
just large.
I
I'm
don't
not
think-
strong.
What about leg wrestling?
Maybe.
Okay. So I'm excited for this weekend. We're
Cool.
wrapping up the Unhindered series.
Yep. Wrapping that up. Vision Sundays
So
next
we have
week.
I have to make another bumper.
You gotta make another bumper.
Next series is through 1
Really, you have
Corinthians.
to make 2 bumpers.
It's called Beautiful
There's a
Mess.
Sunday bumper.
Oh, guys, the Easter
Can't do
graphic is
that
so
this
good.
week.
Oh, okay.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't.
This is the one
seen
you
it.
showed me?
Yeah. He changed
Or
it
maybe
though.
I've seen it.
He made a black version, which
Ooh.
I thought like black on Easter. I don't know, but it's really cool. I really liked it. Like,
great
look
work,
at it. Look,
Sam.
can I show you really quick?
Yeah,
Mm,
that's fine.
It's right there. You can put
it's,
this up.
it's facing you.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
nice.
that's awesome.
I like that.
That's
like
one, but then this is like the other side of it. Like,
You know how there's
it's kind of
off-white?
cool. Yeah.
Is there off black? Is
I
that
think
off
that's
black?
an off black.
It's off
like
black.
a charcoal kind
I've
of.
never
Yeah.
heard something called off black, but
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a term, but
Yeah.
off black.
yeah,
Off white, off black.
I think
So we start the
tracks.
Beautiful Mess series, which is going to kind of lead us to Easter. And Easter's at the Pack. We have next Wednesday is Ash Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yep.
worship night.
Worship night.
Luke's writing all of the content for that.
That's
See?
what I was trying to refer to.
Yeah.
Those kind of things
Yeah.
you've written
Yeah.
for.
He's doing a Lenten devotional that he wrote for.
No, I didn't write that.
He has
I didn't write that.
written encouragement notes,
What else has Luke written?
songs.
Songs.
He won't
It's
write a
ironic.
song. Write a worship song for our
It's
church.
so hard.
No.
It's so hard.
No, it's not.
I want to write a totally farcical country album with you.
A Beyonce album? A
Would you do
Beyonce
that with
country
me?
album.
I literally was thinking about that on the drive-in
yeah.
this morning.
Interesting.
I thought, why haven't Luke and I written a mockery country song together?
You
Yeah.
should have.
That's fine.
Because that's our
I'm in.
humor, is to go back
Yeah.
and forth with those kind of colloquialisms
Yeah.
and stuff. And I think we'd be really talented.
Can I tell
Okay.
you something?
I'm
Yes.
down.
Really quick. Keegan's graduation party.
Kentucky Monk?
There's
Oh.
like they're doing like a group party with some of their core friends, and they asked that our band,
Oh, the
Oh.
80s
the
band.
80s band,
Yeah.
perform a song. Each kid is gonna give a
Nice.
song that we have
Nice.
to perform.
Okay.
You're in on it. So I think it's June 7th.
That'll be fun.
Okay,
I look forward to that.
or 8th.
All right. Jordan
Are
has
we
to
done?
go.
Jordan
It
has to
has
go.
Thank
been
you for
so
respecting
good.
my
I
time.
Thank
feel
you
like
for
my head's a
joining
little
us.
better, but I also
glad.
feel like because it looked like my eyes are a little droopy today.
Yeah.
Really?
He can see it.
I can't
I
see
can-
it.
I
I'm
just
very,
tired.
A little
Yeah.
deadness.
very
Yeah.
insensitive.
Deadness in the eyes.
That's okay. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll talk with you soon. Have
And
a
we're
great.
sorry, Luke.
Yeah, for you as usual. And we'll see you soon.
Peace.